Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Pokemon LeafGreen. Last time we managed to beat Lieutenant Surge and did a bunch of other things, including get a old fossil, known as the Old Amber, and managed to get all the way here to Route 10, home of the Rock Tunnel. And this time though, we're going to be exploring the route and going the Rock Tunnel. So, first things first, talk to Okay here. Oh, Nick, I've been looking for you. It's me, one of the ever-present Okays to Professor Oak. Your Pokedex has completed 20 species. I'm supposed to give you a reward for Professor Oak. Just me of this Everstone. Let me ask you. You get the necessary 20 kinds of data? Yes, indeed. 21 kinds. Here you go. Obtain the Everstone from the aid. The Everstone prevents evolution. Now, making Pokemon evolve certainly can add to the Pokedex. However, at times you may not want a certain Pokemon to evolve. In that case, give the Everstone to that Pokemon. Prevent evolution according to the professor. It does help on certain Pokemon that learn moves that they can't normally learn. Well, on their final stage of evolution. For example, let's say later games, some Pokemon don't learn certain moves. Like, for example, Piplup does not learn Hydro Pump. For example, a Pokemon like Trapinch in Gen 3 will learn Earthquake at a certain level, but the problem is it evolves before that level. If you give it an Everstone, it won't evolve. There goes a ghost hunt in Lavender Town. So, however, since I'm only speaking of one example, though, Everstones usually aren't exactly useful. A Nugget is totally useless. I sold it for 5,000. Not so useless anymore, is it? Besides, Pokemon match up differently with each other. Every type is stronger than some others and weaker than others. You know, I have a base theory. I think my hidden power is Blasted Ghost because that's the only reason it would have it. Because before Generation 6... Ghost type was resisted by Steel, so that's a random guess. Because I have not tested it out on a normal type yet, and I have not actually... Actually, no, I have tested on normal types, but... Whatever the case, okay, switch out, okay, Anarchy, go back in, and let's fight this Picnicker. I've been out on a Pokemon gym a few times, I always lose. So you're challenging the guy who has beaten 3 gyms already. Good idea for you, Picnicker Handley. Pikachu starts out. Okay, let's just use Anarchy and just dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. Wait a minute, it's gonna use that blasted double team, isn't it? Bollocks. Oh, you have Slam at that level. Right, forgot. I forgot. Thank goodness that was just dang Slam. It always misses most often than not. 25. That's nice for level ups. Alright, last Pokemon is Clefairy, which is a normal type, which is actually going to be easy. However, I'm at the big worry because physically touching the Clefairy might proc the Blasted Sass condition of Huge Charm, which is not exactly the most fun. I think around this level it also knows Metronome, but... Well, now I'm stuck. I'm going to have to switch out no matter what because I'm stuck in the Blasted Encore. Great, great, great. Does Anarchy have Brick Break? Yes, he does. I'm just going to switch Anarchy back in because I can't deal with this stupid nonsense. Really? 1. Poisoned. And at 2. And this is what I was meaning by Double Slap not being the exact Double Slap move it was talking about. It hit 5 times. Yep. The move's name is a lie. It is complete and utter lie. Let's just Brick Break on it. Pow, pow. Kerpow! I love that animation. Super effective. Goodbye, Clefairy. I knew thee well. Not really. Anki and George getting experience. Picnicker Hadley has been defeated. Oh, after all my training. 400 experience. Money for winning. Yeah. Alright. There's an item right here. Cherry Berry. Heals paralysis. I'm gonna go back and heal before we head into the Rock Tunnel because guess what? That tunnel, if you try to go through without Flash, you're basically running into every wall, and you have. And there are 2 new Pokemon in that area that I want to talk about when we get into there. So first, let's go and heal up our team first to be fully prepared, and we make sure I have Mankey in the front because George is actually going to do most of the work. And I just realized there's another item over here. Prism Berry heals Confusion. Really good to have in case your Pokemon gets knocked into Confusion, and it's actually useful in case you have moves like Thrash. That way you can heal your status condition off after Thrash is over. Rock Tunnel is home to 2 new Pokemon. First being, well, Machop. But before we do that, let's first get that item that Mayoff has, Pecha Berry, and then use Flash on this turn in order to make this game a bit lighter. Now, in more modern games, the Flash range is smaller depending on what space you have. So let's first talk with the new Pokemon first. Anything else? Machop is a pure fighting type. We've encountered Machop several times, and in fact, we're encountering one right now. It's a 3-stage evolution Pokemon. It's typically one of the Pokemon that you're going to encounter where it's going to basically have a lot of fighting type moves. It's known for that. It's a high physical attacker. However, the downside is it's incredibly slow. And it's not really bulky in that circumstance. I'm still going to catch one just for Pokedex and entry alone. But besides that, there's really no other reason to catch a Machop. It's actually only a good Pokemon if you fully evolve it. In order to fully evolve it, you need to trade for it when it comes to Machop. Bleh. When it comes to Machoke, actually, Machop has been added to the Pokedex. Loves to build its muscle. It trains in all styles of martial arts to become even stronger. Superpower Pokemon. No name for you. And I'll leave it in the party for now. This actually will help me in case I need something else. But for now, the last Pokemon on this route is, ironically enough, the Pokemon we fought when we first fought Brock. Onix is a defensive wall and nothing else. Onix is known for one big thing about that, though, is the fact that it's known for its physical defense and nothing else. And besides that, Onix is exactly very slow, and it's unfortunately one of the heaviest Pokemon in the game. It appears more rarely in this cave more often than not, and it's considered probably a Pokemon that you might want in your team, if you have the ability to evolve for it, because in order to evolve it, you need a Metal Coat to do so, and thankfully, unlike the Robot situation, you can technically trade for a Metal Coat. Metal Coat's available only after. Pokemon Ashton sent out Cubone. You won't encounter this one for a while. So, Steelix itself, when it reaches full evolution, is probably one of the best Steel-type Pokemon you can encounter, and it's a very good physical wall. Ow. So, besides that, though, Steelix is probably a good option in case you really want a Steel Ground-type when it fully evolves, because it's a good type combination, especially in this game, because of limited options. Ow. And I'm about to faint. Get out of here. Alright, so we're back to battling at least. So, yeah, I took out all the Pokemon this route. And Slowpoke. Glitch out. Sparky's gonna get the experience. Come back, George. Sparky, go! Alright, let's get rid of that Slowpoke. The reason I wanted to go into this cave first is because, one, the experience you can get in this area is a lot better, in my opinion, when you want to get some more experience. And, frankly, I need it. And, of course, use Water Gun first shot. Although my team's very skewed when you think about it, given the fact that 2 of my Pokemon are weak to the water type. Besides that, though, I'm not exactly too concerned about this. Ironically enough, Sparky can learn Brick Break, but I don't teach it to it because I just don't want to. Since it did hit a blasted Pokemon Steel type, I think I know what type it is, and it's worrying because I haven't encountered the opponent yet that has a weakness to that type. So, I'm only not allowing myself to encounter Pokemon because I need to get more Pokemon in the Pokedex. If I haven't caught something, I will catch it, but it's not exactly necessary. And I just realized I totally didn't heal that Pokemon up. George, I need to heal you. Thank goodness I overstocked on dang potions, because otherwise I'd be screwed. Because running back to the dang center again is annoying. Thankfully, though, with Dig, we can actually just escape from this area no matter what. And a Chiaotzu, which actually gives me an opportunity to talk about Chiaotzu itself a little bit more. Because I never bothered to talk about one thing about Chiaotzu. If you have the ability Sturdy, you're going to be in trouble, because in Generation 3, Sturdy was not the one-hit KO savior that you think. Instead, Sturdy prevents you from being hit by one-hit KO moves. This outright means that you can't be hurt by one-hit KO moves at all. But you can be knocked out in one shot still no matter what. So that's why I would say outright it's a better option just to pick a different Pokemon, because unfortunately Rockhead's better than Sturdy in this game. And another Pokemaniac. I draw illustrations of Pokemon when I'm home! Ah, yes, Pokemon illustrations. I've done that a lot. But besides that, I just do it on my own time. Winston sends out Slowpoke, and I really wish I did not have my Pokemon George out right now. George, you're taking a break. You're taking a break. And I just realized... Yeah, it's Sparky. I just realized I'm totally going to get Sparky hurt by Water Gun. Ow. And several a little bit higher than leveled him. Right, I forgot. Slowpoke's weak in comparison special attack-wise. It's known for special defense more often than not. Hey, confusion. Should I heal, or should I let Sparky take the fall? I'm gonna have to let Sparky take the ball. Once it gets paralyzed and then it doesn't move after that. Nope, I'm never lucky. I'm never lucky about that. Well, this will give me an opportunity to test out Hidden Power, because if it's a super effective move on Slowpoke, that means it's actually going to be Dark type, which is actually busted. Hidden Power. Nope, and I still can't tell the typing is. Darn it! If it's normal, I'm gonna be... Actually, no, wait, it's not possible to be normal. It's only 15 types that can be actually in the original game. So, ooh, I'm exhausted. So, yeah, there's no such thing as a normal Hidden Power. In fact, there is no such thing. So, I have Sparky fainted. I'd rather not. I'll cut back to where I need to go back to heal. I'll be right back with using Dig. Aye, of course. Measure 9? That's a very powerful magnitude and it was a critical. Darn it, I'm back to healing again. I have a nasty feeling what Pokemon you have in the start of the battle, and I know fully well this will happen. I am back after dealing that twice because guess what? Geodude knocked out my Pokemon. I don't often come here, but I will battle you. Then why come here at all? Dang picnickers. Martha would like to send out Oddish. Good thing I picked Drag, because this would be a lot easier. Ironically enough, Drag is going to be very overleveled because, unfortunately, this is how it usually happens because of all those trainers having all the grass poison types in the world. Bulbasaur! That is good for Pokedex entry in case you did not see Bulbasaur. So, I'm leaving Drag out, and I don't really care. It's going to be overleveled Bulbasaur. I don't know why they haven't evolved into Ivysaur. In fact, I would prefer the Dex entry for that. But besides that, Bulbasaur has survived it somehow. Of course. I guess I'm using a dang berry now because I can't do anything about it. Get out of here. Dang, 116 for my HP keeps going knocked down every single time. Stupid Bulbasaur. Oh, I lost. You did that after you poisoned me. How thoughtless of you. All I have to do is go back in the item case, use the berry pouch, and then just use the Pecha Berry. Thank you. You know, I should really predict that happening more often than not. And get George back in the front, please. Thank you. I would like him to get some levels, because it's annoying he's under-leveled. Scientist. Do you know about Pokemon cosplay? I've seen way too many. Too many cosplay. Too many! Pokemaniac Steve. Charmander. Well, George, your gang switched out no matter what, because Charmander is not going to exactly win anything. Anarchy! Ow. Dig a hole, 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 dig a hole. Man, who's seen Ed, Edd n Eddy? Let's be honest here. That show was so good back in the day. Smack! Alright, Charmander's out at least. Ironically enough, starter Pokemon do give a small amount of experience, but it's not as good. 24! And nothing. T-Bone! And I still don't know what grass type that is. You know what? I'm leaving Anarchy out there and just crushing it, because I know for a fact Thrash will destroy it. Kapow! Oh no, Bone Club. Ow! Bone Club has a chance of doing critical, so I'm a little more annoyed that I got smacked by it. I don't really have many options, because as tempting as it would have been to bring back a certain fly trap to deal with the dang ground types, I really don't want to use another team member when I don't want to use it. And frankly, he was more of a temporary team member because Misty sucks too much. And no, not in that context. It's just because of the fact that the matter is I had no options against water types except for Sparky, and frankly, it annoyed me to no end. And another Mank, of course. Thankfully, though, that didn't take too much. Hiker! My best friend, Hiker. That means you have rock-type moves. My Pokemon techniques will leave you crying. You're not as funny as the guys up there, anyway. Hiker Alien would like to battle, sends out Geodude. And that's level 25. I'm a decently lower level than you. No, you're not happy enough. Cry Chop. Defense go. You know, I was more worried that you'd do Magnitude, but that's fine. Come on. Let's go. Defense Girl Mud Sport, you have not hit me with a single attack move when one level above me. In fact, you could have totally used Magnitude at this level to hit me, and risk the chance of level 10 being 150. You stupid Geodude. Edgar Allen was defeated. I give, you're a better technician. 900. Nice. Another hiker. Onyx! I haven't seen one of you guys in a while. Good, that means low kick reaches its maximum power of Onyx. Yay, for experience. Or you ask, why didn't I just try to catch it because of the Pokedex data? 1, it's a little bit too useful as experience fodder for my dang George. Besides that, though, I really just don't care. I can get an Onyx anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Who cares? Hello. Hit me with your best shot. Okay, I'll punch you in the gut. Edgar Eric of the battle send out much shock. And of course. You know, I got curious. How much does the seismic toss do at 24? Nope. And he does it to me as well. So he does seismic toss to me, and that still did more damage. I should have bothered. Onyx, that's a free low kick. It's hilarious that Onyx's low kick strategy always works. And it's a trainer's Onyx, so it gives even more experience points for George. Hiker Eric's been defeated. Fire it away! Money! Of course. Rock tunnel, more hikers! This tunnel goes a long way, kid. The entire episode is going to be just a rock tunnel. Nothing else is necessary but that Letty Geodude. Why, of course, is his name Bright Up? I can't remember. Rock Throw. Well, actually, wait. Rock Throw does less damage. Thank you. Ironically enough, I think we're just going to get a lot of experience from this because it's all rock types knowing him because it's 4 Pokemon. There's really nothing else about it. 25. Nice. Geodude, of course. Are you higher level just to make this even out or no? No, that means I can knock you out in one shot. Thank you. Free experience points. Yay! Let's get past the battle. Here's me, you know what to do. Oh, left field. He had a Machop. I didn't realize that Meowth had another item. 10% rate? My foot. He probably has another berry again, and it really doesn't matter. Who cares? Peck Attack. That Peck Attack carries me when it comes to fighting types right now. Because I have nothing else for it. Lightning's been defeated. Oh, you win. 684. Alright, Meowth. What do you got? What do you have in mind for your pickup? Vegeberry again. Alright, that's used the back pair of Vegeberry I used up. And an escape rope. In case I need to escape, I can use it. And I'm going back down further, which means I should go left more. Zubat. And of course. 90% of the time, you will find a Zubat in this cave, because Zubat exists no matter what. Hiker, get back. Ah, come on. For 5 seconds, can you stop doing that? Thank you. Maybe I'm lost in here. Surely you are lost. Is there a map? Hiker Oliver would like the battle. Send up Onyx. That is free experience for George. Funny. You know, I never realized how low kick was so useful back in the day, but now I'm older, I remembered how useful it is against an Onyx. Oh, great. Geodude. And considering it's level 20, it's actually going to live against Crash unless it gets a crit. Darn it. Why are Trainer Onx's Geodude so stupid? Like, seriously, like, you saw that the Geodude I caught in the wild was a magnitude 9. But the Geodude here only gives me defense grow and nothing else. And he has a second Onyx. I guess this is a free experience for me, but whatever. I'm gonna miss using low kick on things because I don't know how much longer I want to keep low kick on because it's waste on power because it's on weight. Alright, defeat Oliver. He's up. What am I doing? Which way am I out? Do you have an escape rope, sir? That's my only suggestion I have for you. Otherwise, you're screwed. And get some George healing, because unfortunately, there's not many options for Sparky to hit something around, so unfortunately, Sparky's not getting as much experience. I'm sorry, it's like, you need to show me some respect. No. Figure Lucas, like the battle, send out Geodude. Well, I leveled up again, and everything else is leveling up alongside it, so unless I get a crit, this thing's not going down in one hit. Nope. Why are the trainers Geodudes so stupid? Mud Sport, of all things, I will never use an electric move on a rock ground type. Are you stupid? What time to use Mud Sport as if your other Pokemon is a water type? And it's not. It's a Graveler. It actually weighs heavier. Ironically enough, I can actually get away with using Low Kick on this thing because it's actually heavier. See? It's very easy. Graveler is like, what, 3 times the weight of the Geodude? Edgar Lucas has been defeated. I give money. I'm going to go back to the second floor because I need to go check to see the left path. All right, finally going left, and there's an item I missed. Because I'm a derp. I forgot. Ironically enough, Seismitoss is a move I'm probably going to keep on George because it's good moves for basically making sure you can actually have even damage up. But Revive, nice. I'm going to cut back because I know this thing is going to take me a while to get back up there. There we go, back out of there, and we finally passed that Eric. I should go again. Geodude again. Ball Hex. Come on, I'm getting tired of this. Let me get out of here, please. Picnicker. Do you know how you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. That is actually true. Picnicker Sophia, like the mouse and the chili pepper. Well, that's free experience for George. Thanks, Puffhead. Although, they have a lot of bulk. Or rather, a lot of HP. 342. Pidgey. Well, that's experience for Sparky for once, and I didn't check me out again. Of course. After every battle, my foot. It's after every battle. It's random. Ow. You know what? Take this, Pidgey. Sparky's at least going to level 25 soon, which is actually pretty good. That's it. You're getting quick attacked. Thank you. Come again. Meow. And of course, now I'm switching out. Anarchy. Anarchy needs more experience. I need Anarchy to get more experience right now. Thank you. Meow. And of course, Brick Break. Pow. Kerpow! Before you ask, why didn't I teach that move to dang George? Well, Brick Break is a little bit more useful on a Pokemon that needs one of these options. Oh, I did my best! 420. Hello, hiker. Can you beat my power? I will search every nook and cranny of this dang Nocturne. I don't care. Doodly, let's battle send out Geodude. Well, more experience for George. Ironically enough, George is actually getting very close to something I really want George to get. So, 387, level 27, very good for George. Geodude again. Well, that's actually even easier because Brick Break... Not Brick Break. Karate Chop's gonna do instant knockouts. Critical hits, nice. Well, that was easy. And a gravel. That's just a low kick fodder again. I'm surprised not all of them will Gravelers because that's easy to fight. Because low kick will just one-shot it. Okay, Hunter is defeated. Oops, out-muscled! Well, nice. Well, you cannot break these rocks yet. You need the ability move Rock Smash, which you don't have, and you need to have a Pokemon that can learn the Rock Smash move. Sadly, the move is not exactly easy to learn. Ask Ether, which restores PP of one move entirely, no matter what its value is. And this pathway, there's a trainer here. Yep, if we're against Rocket Man like this, rock slides are a threat. Can you imagine boulders tumbling down on you? That'd be like, what? Total terror. You don't seem to be scared. Want to try out using rock slide? You can only learn once. This is our TM for rock slide, which was in the original, but not here. Rock slide is a rock type move that essentially allows you to hit a flying type very easily. And ironically enough, it's a very good move. It also allows you to deal with other types that you aren't usually able to deal with. So, technically speaking, George could use the coverage because focus energy is not exactly proving a point. Plus, George is not HP bulky enough to use it. So, let's actually get rid of the move. Focus energy, go away because I'm not going to use it anymore because, frankly, I don't think a battle is going to last long enough for focus energy combos to do anything. Rock Slide. It is a move that does have an accuracy problem, but it's good. You might be scared to use it in this tunnel. Wrong. I forgot to check Meowth because that's another chance at dang items. So let's actually first check Rock Slide out. Rock Slide is a 75 power, 90 accuracy rock type move that may cause flinching. Anyway, Meowth, what do you even have? That can be possibly another Chesto Berry. Yep, I'm not surprised. It's just a Chesto Berry. And Reflex Roar off again, and I'm going to use another Repel. That's why I bought them, because I don't want to deal with dang wild battles again and again and again. Sadly, none of these actually have anything unless you break the rocks, and breaking the rocks have a downside effect if you are not careful. Sometimes there may be wild Pokemon in the rocks, and I fought into a... You have a Pokedex? I want one too! Oh, you will not steal it! It's mine! First Row gave it to me! Cooper would like to battle. Send out Slowpoke, and it goes. Well, George, take a break. Well, George, take a break right now. I'm not letting you deal with the Slowpoke. Where'd it go? Of course. Thundershock. This is taking a while. Thundershock's also pretty weak. And, of course, you use Confusion next. If one thing doesn't work, use the other. Typical Pokemon standards for AI, of course. Level 25. Nice. Slowpoke. Really? And since it's not hidden powered dark, I'm pretty sure this is not going to matter when neutral damage. Oh, hey, got 20% paralysis. Well, level up means more special defense, which is actually pretty good for Sparky because it can't take a hit. Alright, that's done with at least. That's actually out of the way. And for 23, Slowpoke again. I don't have much of a choice. Alright, so Slowpoke. Ironically enough, I need to teach Sparky something else because, frankly, Kelp's useless to me and I can't use it. Confusion. And, of course. Oh, thank goodness you didn't get the percentage of confusion actually having the confusion status. That would suck horribly. Of course. 423. Pokemon Cooper has been defeated. Shoot, I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. Your jealousy does not matter. I'm gonna heal Sparky up. Thank you. Ironically enough, Sparky is one level away from a move I want to teach Sparky for so long. Picnicker, fight me. Eek! Don't try anything funny in the dark. But light out takes a flash. I don't care. What'd you think I was going to do, Picnicker Leia? And, of course, a Bellsprout. Yeah, I don't have a reason to use Rock Slide on Bellsprout because it's not a super effective move on that. Plus, it's only mostly emergency in case I need it. Okay. No. None of that. None of this. None of that. None of this cave. None of this cave at all, you stupid Bellsprout. None of that. Clefairy. And now you have a type that's actually weak to Clefairy. Lesai, 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 Lesai. Can you please not do that? Already. Did you just use Follow Me? Of all moves to use, Follow Me. Of all moves to use. Of course. Critical hits. Nice. Very, very, very nice indeed. The fairy has been knocked down, and I'm getting more experience. Leia has been defeated. It was too dark. No, it's not. Flash knocked everything back to light, so it doesn't matter if it's too dark. Ironically enough, you can actually avoid that trainer if you get careful. But, alright. Hey, Pokemon, let's start. We don't have much of a choice in the matter. I'll cut out the battle, important or not. Armino was sent up. Yep, I'm gonna cut this battle out. Be right back. George grew to level 28. Nice. When we reach level 28 with George, this happens. Evolution! Yeah! Hoo! Nice! George is now evolved into Primate, even stronger and faster. Nice! Gremlin Rage, not exactly a good move though. Rage is a move that gets stronger every time you hit George in battle. Basically, it gets stronger and stronger each time, maxing out at whatever time to get hit by and surviving. So I'm not going to teach it Rage, because Rage is actually pretty bad on a Primate. So, whatever. George is now evolved. I'm happy. That's what I was aiming for the entire time. So I'm going to use to repel and get these dang areas out of the way. Frankly, I don't want to be here any longer. Also, that's more data for the Pokedex. I came this far for looking for wild Pokemon. Sure he couldn't want us, like, what? Walk 2 steps to find one? Yeah, no, that's battle. Send up Meowth. I have nothing to talk about this battle. This is just a boring, regular trainer battle that has basic Pokemon like Oddish and that dang Pokemon Pidgey. I haven't even seen a Pidgeotto since dang Arrival. It sucks. You won't encounter really Pidgeotto at all until you fight more like Fur Keepers and whatnot. I'm out of Pokemon. You whatted out. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now we're actually at the exit. Rock Tunnel, Cerulean City, Lavender Town. So, I think it's over here. Let me search it correctly if it's good. No. 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 You know what? I'm looking around the cave for the other ones because I know for a fact there's items down here. So if we go up, there is an item. Pearl, which sells for a decent amount of money. There is nothing else in this cave, so we're actually done with the cave finally. For once, we're done with this cave at least. And we're actually going back to Route 10 at least. It's pretty good. Route 10 has some more trainers there after that, so Rock Tunnel is done. We can go either or, really. It doesn't matter which way we go. So, right now, though, I do want to level up, so let's fight these guys and actually get out of the way. I'm feeling a bit faint. I haven't hiked in some time. Pignickers usually carry Pokemon that are actually types that can use. And, of course, I pick Drag when I'm fighting a dang flying type. Mega Punch! Pow! I gotta love Mega Punch and its power. When it actually hits. Level 29. Pidgeotto. Finally, we found a Pidgeotto. It took a while to find one, but we finally found a single Pidgeotto. That took a while. Unfortunately, this also means Pidgeotto's going to survive a Thunderstruck attack because it's more bulky. And of course, it's the first turn. Ironically enough, Gust does not count as contact, so it still counts towards its physical attack stat, but still. Second stage evolution Pokemon, no matter what, will always give a lot of experience, and that's why I wanted to fight a Pidgeotto. I'm too tired, I wasn't up for it. She was defeated. Carol. I better switch out to Primate, or rather George, otherwise I will be in trouble. Hello. What, that's your introduction, just laughing? I heard Clark like Battle sent out Geodude. Well, George, your new evolved form of Primate will definitely hit harder. Ironically enough, it can still learn moves like Iron Tail even though it's evolved. It's because guess what? Its tail is a stub. Also hits like a truck now, so it's actually going to be really good. Oh no, an Onix. Not a fodder for my low kick. Man, that's very low of me, isn't it? Haha, had to. 46. Clark has been defeated. Not laughing. Hey, Beaver. Shoo. Oh, that sucks. Ironically enough, it's very sucky. Hello. Huh, this mountain air is delicious. I mean, some people do enjoy mountain air. It's not like we can really judge them when it comes to hiking. Also, hiker Trent from the battle sent out Onix. Oh, you shouldn't have. More low kick fodder. Well, that was easy, ironically enough. Oh no, more low kick fodder. Whatever shall I do? It's funny when you have a fighting type in the early on when it basically just cripples every single rock type because low kick exists. The only thing that wasn't effective was Blasted Geodude, but that's because it's too late. That cleared my head. That'll cleared your head up? Okay, that's actually pretty good for you then. Hello, another one. Hi, kid. Want to see my Pokemon? All right, sure. Arc's coming close to the end of this. Pokemon Herman with battle sends out Cubone. All right, Cubone. George. Karate Chopper. Leer. Oh no, what a tragedy. I've been leered. Do it again. That was easy. That was very, very, very easy. Slowpoke, and I better switch. Well, I guess I could keep... Yeah, I'll use Sparky. The only thing option I have for staying Slowpoke is Sparky right now. There aren't any options for Slowpoke later in the game. Thundershock attack. Alright, let's see how much damage this does right now. 25. Ooh, a bit more than half. And confusion. Okay, no confusion status. I'm good with that. That'll be too close for comfort. Ironically enough, however, I think the Slowpoke will give me just enough experience to do this. Level 26. At level 26, Sparky will learn the move Thunderbolts. A 95 power, 100 accurate electric type move. Much more powerful than Thundershock, and it's one of the few electric that actually learns it by level up. So yeah, the other one is only a Fire Red exclusive though. Thundershock and learn Thunderbolts, hitting harder like a truck. And now I have less reason to keep Pikachu as a Pikachu because guess what? It's actually a better idea. Sparky. Oh no, my Pokemon. Well, they're out. What do you say after that? I don't like you. I don't like anyone better than me. Boy, that sounds totally bitter. That sounds like my childhood where I hated people when they were better than me as a kid. Funny. Repulse effect wore off. And Lavender Town, home of a tower. However, I think we're going to end this off right here. Next time on Pokemon LeafGreen, we will be going into that tower and exploring the entire Lavender Town. See you all next time.